Yeah, alright everybody, welcome to the Indie Showcase with the Birdman. I'm said Birdman. This right here is something that needs no introduction, but I will do it nonetheless because I love saying it. Goblin Slayer. Another adventurer, nightmare feast. Now I know what some of you are thinking.
Falcon? Isn't this game, only in glorious Nippon language?
And you would be right, actually. But that's on the PC version on Steam. Today we are checking out the Nintendo Switch release, which happens to be translated. Now you're thinking to yourself, well, if it came out on Switch translated, it must get a patch on Steam, huh? You know what? As of right now, there has been no patch. So I'm not sure what's happening over there, which is a shame if that's the case, but we're going to be checking out here the Nintendo Switch release. Now the gameplay itself is going to have all of your lovable characters from the Goblin Slayer anime, manga.
Goblin Slayer.
Along with its own little original storyline. And it's going to be a bit of an art. By a bit, I mean the primary gameplay is going to be a strategy RPG, kind of like along the lines of your Final Fantasy Tactics. Basically, cutscene stuff with, story progression. You go out and you do missions, then the main story stuff, yada yada yada.
いえ、そういうわけでは、お仕事はお仕事なのですけれどね。
So, in case you're wondering, who are we playing the role of, Falcon? This magnificent unit right here? Oh, I wish. Oh, I wish. We're actually going to be playing the role of her, who is going to be taking up the guild that her late father left behind.
不謹慎ではありますが、やはり嬉しいものですね。
Well, it is kind of a weird situation. So she's coming back home to take over her late father's guild that he has left behind. We learned there's a long exposition, which I'm going to cut down for you. There has been a demon war that took place 10 years ago. Humans won. But there's still remnants of monsters here and there, but for the most part, the lands are kind of at peace now. So most of the guild work now just relies on helping people, carry stuff around, doing busy work, yada yada yada.
まずはお父様から引き継いだ冒険者ギルド支部の運営、ギルドマスターの退任を果たさねばなりません。
Again, more story takes place where we meet the childhood friend who is now kind of like the top dog of the guild. Again, there's no really big missions nowadays because the demon lord's defeat. The childhood friend is this fella right here. That is our childhood friend. So he's unfortunately off to, carry a sack of potatoes for an old lady at the end of town or something. So obviously now that he's gone, there's no more adventurers left over because it's a very small guild. Nothing could obviously go wrong, right?
Are you sure about that?
すみません。どなたか冒険者の方は残っていませんか？
What could that possibly mean?
どうかしましたか？いえ、実は先ほど薬草摘みの子が相談に来てくれて。
Oh, it's always those herb gatherers.
廃場の近くでゴブリン
Goblin Slayer.
これはまずい。
Well, you know what? I have a feeling it's about to get even worse.
背後からもう一体。しまった。
Uh-oh. That's no good.
事実上、退路を断たれました。このまま双方が移動すれば、確実にエンカウントする。
Or, you could probably run to the castle, right?
ご無礼をお許しください。
If the goddess of pain and torture heard your voice, she's undoubtedly smiling down upon the sight of you, rudely knocking her to the ground. The statue of the mother crashes to the floor with a thunderous roar that shakes the room. The problem is, that we all went down now, isn't it? Oh, see, the problem is the goblins weren't alone after all.
あれはホブゴブリン。やはりゴブリンだけではない。
But finally gameplay, right? Let's see, we got two regular goblinos and the hobgoblin back there as well. How far, my friend? That's not it. I'm playing with the Switch control, so things are switched around. You could go up to there. I doubt we could reach you right now, so I want to pop Probably right there is what I'm thinking. What if I can move that also with the interface? If I can move that with the analog stick. Feels a little bit clunky with the D-pad. Alright, attack 69. What is it with the games every single time? It's like they know I'm playing.
私のターンだ。
What's this?
よし。このデ
I succeeded at dice rolls. Faith and chance special in battle effects and activated conditions are met. They include getting debuffs and creating more advantageous situations with player. Yeah. Dice roll occasionally and good things happen. Oh, that was a good one. So I guess maybe 6 or higher you succeed. 5 and lower you fail. Alright. So, good crit. Not enough for the kill, unfortunately. Now, what about your attacks? Oh, you got range to you, huh? So we don't necessarily have to get next to this feller to hopefully bring him down. What about your spells? Vital Drain, Dark type single attack. Increase magic defense on a single target. I don't think these goblins are capable of magic, so I'm going to say it's, I think we're fine. Let's do a finishing attack here. Do you get the roll? No. Maybe it's a Guildmaster. Who knows? There he is. Don't think the Guildmaster could reach though, huh? Nah. Let's just lure. Look at me turtling. I'm a pro at it, baby. You will not get me not to turtle. So now we're good here. Back. 63.
私のターンだ。
I see. You get to choose when you want to use it. I mean, for this guy, I'm good.
いえ、
Probably save him for the
まだそ
Hobgoblin.
の時じゃありません。
63. I mean, maybe we should have hit it after all. I mean, hopefully he could do enough damage to take this guy out, right? Yes, that seems to be a kill.
私のターンだ。
Unless...
偶
Ah!
然の
No!
サイコロよ。よし。このデメ
Ooh, I know. I'll save it for the Hobgoblin. I didn't know you get the roll, and you didn't get the roll last time. She gets the roll too. God damn it. Look at this scumbag. What an idiot. Alright. Let's try out one of her arts. Why not? No, I said art. Dragon Tail. Increased damage and critical rate. Good stuff. Did I get to roll here? No rolls. So theoretically speaking, had I just attacked normally and done the critical, I would have maybe done a bit more damage. Just a tight smidge. You're at 63, huh? Well, I don't want you coming after the vampire because I feel like she's probably the weaker one. So if I was to move here, I could still hit you with my spell, maybe? Yes. Oh, as a matter of fact, that'd be enough for the kill. Ah, look at that. Got through the tutorial battle without taking any damage. He's so good. He is so good.
終わった。
そのようね。
視界も元に戻った。今のは一体。
あなた、ロードモナークなのね。
Lord Monarch.
え？
Dark Souls 2 here suddenly.
ロードモナーク。王の中の王。いにしえの神代のウォーゲームの時代の斬首。チェインメイルの勇者。はじめの冒険者の血を引く者に現れる力。
Chainmail here. I know a few of those.
それはブラックムーアからフォーゴトンレルムに飛翔するグレイホークの瞳。戦場の霧などそのものの前には露と消え、天井の指し手さながらにサイコロを投じて戦局を左右する。もっとも采配のサイトは無関係だから、勝てるかどうかはプレイヤー次第。
Okay. So that begs to differ, or at least it begs to ask, you wouldn't suck a monarch, would you? Blood Princess?
いずれにせよ、強い力には強いハンドアウトが与えられるもの。あなたの生涯は波乱に満ちたものになるでしょう。私には関係のないことですけれど。
ロードモナーク。
ねえ。
はい、何でしょうか。
You wouldn't suck a Lord Monarch, would you?
あなた、生娘でしょ。
Wasn't expecting that. Are you pure, Guildmaster?
甘い香りがするもの。言わなくてもわかるわ。
Oh my, how lewd!
お前な。
Oh. Probably won't be too happy about us running off.
あら、
何があらだ。
おかえりなさい。もう冒険から戻っていたのですね。
戻ってきてこれからとんぼ返りするところだったんだよ。
やはり腕っこきというのは本当ですね。頼りにしています。
ちげえよバカ。お前を追っかけてくとこだったんだ。
私を？
お前言っただろ。子供じゃないんだから一人でフラフラしないって。その花からこれかよ。
はい、子供ではありませんから、ちゃんと報告も連絡もしました。
威張って言うところかよ。
So, you know how she's a vampire, right?
どうしました？あ、どうぞ。
There you go.
お招き感謝いたします。
However...
さあ、早く中へ。
今あんたどうして招かれるまで入らなかったんだ。
Kinda didn't let the squire know that, we might have invited a vampire into the guild.
貴族として当然の礼節でなくて？
The least you could do is put your fangs away.
その、彼女は。
お前は黙ってろ。俺は今こいつと話しているんだ。
あら怖い。
その手口には覚えがあるぞ。怪物に襲われています。助けてください。どうか入れてください。そうやって家の中に入り込んで襲いかかる。子を増やしてよその家にけしかけて、あとは繰り返し。吸血鬼ってのはそういうことをやるよな。招かれなきゃ他人の家に入れないもんな、お前らは。
Well, the jig is up.
まるで吸血鬼狩人のようなことをおっしゃるのね。ご存知？素人が吸血鬼かどうかを判断するのは、
夜の闇の中を貴族のお嬢様が明かりもなしに平然と歩くのもな。
Alright, so that goes on a little bit longer. We find out that, you know, the undead were responsible for the deaths of the squire's parents. That's the reason why he was so, you know, gung-ho and stern about this vampire thing. But, you know, because this is anime, you obviously convince him that nothing can possibly go wrong. So, here we are. We might have time to, maybe, hopefully do another extra, finally, a free mission, perhaps, in our guild. So, let's go to Adventurers list here really quickly. Yes, I'll figure it out, Doug. What we're looking for is Adventure Register. So, we have the Inheritor of Ambition, the Prevailing Curiosity, and the Wise Friend. So a mage, a rogue, and a swordy more than likely. Alright. 100 sounds pretty good to me. All of you, welcome aboard. Perfect. Alright, so in order to go to the story mission, we have to complete Undead on the Plains. Alright. Now wait a minute, those don't look like undead to me. This is 3 wolves and 3 Pumbas. Maybe they're zombie wolves and Pumbas, maybe. But you can't wait. We said 3 from the bottom, yeah. That's safe. So we have 2 moving, as expected. You guys hopefully stay behind, and they're gonna stay behind. Perfect. Alright, let's see what we got here. You cannot get around this guy. That's a shame. I was hoping to surround this dude. But now we're not gonna be able to do that. You know what? I'm thinking instead we'll do this. We'll put up a little bit of a barricade so they don't reach my mages. That's what I'm thinking. So for instance, you here. So they have to go a long way around and hopefully avoid attacking mages this way. Very good. And then you here. Now I just go to regular attack.
私のターンだ。
I mean, we might as well go for it, sure.
宿命と偶然のサイコロよ。
Got it.
輝けるチェインメール。はっ、初めの冒険者よ。
So puts that 66. Yeah. So you know what? We'll do this. I'll drop a spell with the vampire girl.
消えなさい。
We should be able to encircle this guy fairly well. Yeah. Start off with you. Got the old 50. When I hit the guy, it sounded like he screamed Baka at me. It's, you know, kind of weird considering he's, an animal. Then again, he's apparently an undead Pumbaa, so maybe they can't speak. That's the reason why they're undead. $46. You can do 46, right? Yes, 50. Good. This guy had no chance. Put himself literally between us and a rock.
偶然のサイコロよ。よし、この出目ならば。
I wanted it. It worked. Great. 60 left over, huh? I think that's about it. Can you move? No, I think everybody's done. You could move, but you're fairly injured, so I'm not sure if I want you taking down this fella right here. Because we can take him on next turn anyway. So come after the Go Master if you want. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. And that should do it right here. Let's try out our spell. Magic Missile. There it is. The undead threat has been taken care of.
依頼達成ですね。
And some levels for our characters. Fantastic. Got a budding guild happening here. Oh, there he is. There was in pixel form. And unfortunately, you could probably imagine, we probably won't be seeing the main characters in the anime and manga until we go into like story-related stuff, not random stuff like this. But there you guys have it. This has been Goblin Slayer on the Switch, which is translated to English, obviously. No word about the Steam version is yet, so who knows about that one. But, you know, it's basically your typical SRPG. A lot of story, a lot of story, and then your strategy battles, so if that's something you enjoy along with the entire Goblin Slayer theme, maybe something worth checking out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you next time.